For a few minutes today, I wanted to talk about the value of being a homemaker. Whether you're a full time homemaker or you work outside the home and you're also a homemaker, I want to talk about the deep value that I see in women by making their home something
Not
special
yet.
every single day.
Still eggs.
I was making an Italian herb and cheese bread this week, and man, I have to say, it was one of the best loaves of bread that I've ever made. And there is just something so calming to me about being in my kitchen, making bread, my hands in dough. It is just such a hobby that I love so much.
So, for a few minutes today, I want to talk about the value of homemakers and the value of our imperfect homes. I think the term homemaker really kind of gets put into a box. Sometimes I think we think a homemaker just has to be someone that stays home full time or makes all their food from scratch or homeschools their kids. And I really think that limits what a homemaker actually is. Because even if you do stay home all day with your kids, I'm a full time homemaker. But just because you have a traditional job like outside of your home too, doesn't make you any less of a homemaker. And I think that's important to remember when we talk about the term homemaker, not to put it in a box and like limit what women are homemakers and what women aren't, because we all make our homes. We all do that, whether we do it all day or whether we do it some of the day. We're all making our homes. I think when we think of a homemaker in today's society, it's undervalued and overlooked. I do feel like I see like a trend maybe to more traditional values, which I think is great. Um, but being a homemaker day in and day out, I know that everybody probably has experienced periods of like self doubt or burnout or overwhelm or whatever that may be. Because if we think about being a homemaker, the little things that we do, um, sometimes we don't see the results and the good that comes from the things we do every day immediately. It's not like an instant gratification thing. It's coming on down the line. All the love that we put into the meals we make, or the lessons that we teach, or the beauty that we bring to our homes. Maybe we don't see it like instantly, but think it's something that we'll see on down the road, because women, I feel like, have such the unique quality to make something beautiful out of maybe something that isn't so beautiful, to bring peace and comfort and joy, and to nurture the spaces that we call home, um, to make our family feel loved and make our family feel joy. And I think that's a unique quality to women that women possess. That's really an awesome quality to have. And if I think about like the value of our imperfect homes, um, kind of what I mean by that is we don't have to have like the um, like Instagram reel version of being a homemaker. Just because like maybe something in your home is outdated that you wish you could fix, or maybe something needs to be repainted, or something needs to be a new rug, a new lamp, a new couch. The list goes on. But just because we have those imperfect areas or things in our home, just like being a homemaker, just because we like all have our flaws, or our bad days, or places where we excel in being a homemaker, and places maybe where we need a little extra grace. I feel like our homes are the same way. They still, even with their imperfectness, they can still provide peace and joy and comfort, and um, a sense of belonging. And I think a lot of times when we create those spaces in our homes, especially if we have children, we don't think about it, but like later on in their lives, when they, feel that feeling of, or wanting that feeling of like comfort and belonging, they'll think back to like our homes and like the homes that we provided for them. And so I just wanted to give a little bit of encouragement and talk about a position, and maybe something that people don't think about as much, our homes and homemakers, inside of them, creating these spaces day in and day out, that mean so much to our family, and honestly, ultimately, the world around us, by creating homes where like lessons are taught and good people are raised. We're making the world a better place. So I think it is just such an important role, and our homes are such important integral parts of our society, that I think everybody needs a little bit of encouragement in sometimes. Thanks.